Today we will discuss a very important concept, electromagnetic induction, from Science Part 2, Lesson number 5, Towards Green Energy. We have studied about Hans Christian's discovery. The discovery that he made, a current carrying conductor was responsible for creating a magnetic field around it. In that, we have demonstrated a small experiment. We have taken the iron nail, a battery and a copper wire which is coiled surrounding to the nail. When we complete all the circuit, the magnetism is produced in the nail. Okay, to demonstrate whether the magnetism is actually produced in the nail, we had taken a metal pin. When we bring this metal pin close contact with the nail, this metal pin get attracted towards the nail. This shows that a magnetism is produced in the nail. Okay, the phenomenon is called electromagnetism. In this electromagnetism, electricity is used to produce a magnetism. Okay, the reverse is the case in the EMI. Michael Faraday was a scientist who discovered the opposite, that with the help of magnetic field we can produce electricity. See here, magnet is used to produce the electricity, right? So this concept is called as electromagnetic induction, where electricity is induced means artificially produced. Electricity is artificially produced with the help of magnet. That's why this phenomenon is called as electromagnetic induction, and it is indicated by the symbol EMI. We know that this is a bar magnet, and to every magnet a magnetic field is produced surrounding to it. When we take a good conductor, okay, good conductor means a wire or a conductor which is able to carry the electric current in it. Okay, now this wire whose both ends are we can use to bring in contact with the magnetic field in the magnet. When we bring this both the ends of the wire in close contact with the magnet, what happened? The coil experienced a magnetic field. The total number of magnetic field lines passing through the coil is known as magnetic flux. Okay, when we move this wire to and fro continuously, it experiences a change in the magnetic field, and this change in the magnetic field brings or produce a potential difference across the ends of the wire. This potential difference is also called as EMF, that is electromotive force. Okay, and this change in the magnetic field is nothing but it is called as magnetic flux linked with the coil. Okay, so once the wire or the conductor experience the change in the magnetic flux, EMI, that is electromotive EMF, that is electromotive force, is produced at the ends of the wire, and this EMF or potential difference creates a current in the wire, right? So this is how electricity is created in the copper wire with the help of magnetism. So this is the actual process of electromagnetic induction. So let's see the definitions. The total number of magnetic field lines passing through the coil is known as magnetic flux linked with the coil, right? Next, electromagnetic induction is the production of electromotive force across the electrical conductor in changing magnetic field. Okay, so let's see how the electricity can produce. So electricity can produced in both the ways, either by keeping the conductor constant and moving the magnet, or by keeping magnet stationary and moving the wires. In both the cases, the wire or the coil will experience the change in the magnetic flux linked with the coil, and due to this change in the magnetic flux linked with the coil, what happened? Energy or current is produced inside the conductor, right? See here, in both the cases the potential difference is created across the conductor, and this potential difference creates a current in the wire, right? So this is how the electromagnetic induction is done. more is the speed of motion, more is the electricity generated. Means what? If we move the magnet with greater speed, the change in the magnetic flux experienced by the wire is more, and this more change in the magnetic flux will create a greater EMF across the wire, which produce a more electricity in that. Okay, so less is the speed of the motion, less is the electricity generated. So let's see how electricity reaches to us. Okay, so this is the electricity generator station or power station, we can also call. Okay, the electricity is produced here in power stations, and this created energy or electricity is passing through the wires, through transmitters. It reaches to our houses. Okay, in this power station, a device is used to produce the electricity, which is called as electric generator. Okay, electric generator is used to produce electricity here. Okay, electric generator, let's see what is electric generator. So electric generator is a device that converts mechanical energy into electricity or electrical power. Okay, for used in external circuit. Let's see how electric generator works. So let's start the working of generator. So in the electrical generator, the electromagnetic induction concept is used. Okay, here the magnet and the coil is used. Both the end of the coil, it is put in the magnetic field. Okay, here magnet is rotate surrounding to its central axis, which is called as shaft. Okay, so magnet is continuously moving in the generator, and due to this motion, electromotive force is generated across the ends of the wire, and hence the electricity is produced in the coil. Okay, so how this magnet is moved? So magnet is moving with the help of this turbine. Okay, see, the shaft of the turbine is connected to the shaft of the magnet, and once we rotate the turbine, the magnet gets rotate, and this rotation of magnet produced a change in the magnetic flux surrounding to coil, and this produce electromotive force across the ends of the wire, and electricity is produced. This is the things produced or happens in the generator, right? So this rotation we should do very speedily. We should rotate the turbine with a greater speed to produce a high energy, right? So it cannot be done manually. Why? Because we need to rotate the turbine constantly with a greater speed. So we need to apply energy. So this energy that we use to rotate the turbine, this based on the different energy sources we use to rotate the turbine, the different power generation stations are differentiated. Now let's see the flowchart of how electricity is produced in the power stations. We know that electricity is produced in the power station with the help of concept electromagnetic induction, and for that we use generators. Okay, so in generator we know that magnet and coil is used, where magnet is rotating and coil is kept stationary, right? To rotate the magnet we use turbine, right? And to rotate the turbine we need energy source, and based on which type of energy source is used to rotate the turbine, there are different types of power generating station. If heat energy is used to produce or rotate the turbine, the power station is called as thermal power station. If nuclear fission reaction is used to rotate the turbine, the power station is called as nuclear power station. Like that, different energy sources are used to rotate the turbine, right? So the remaining all process is same in all types of power generating stations. So this was all about the electromagnetic induction, how energy is produced in the power generating station. Okay, so dear student, I hope you understand everything that I have taught to you. So stay connected to me to get understand all types of power stations step by step in different videos. Till then, stay tuned with me. Thank you.